All right, what is up? A little different vibe today. No iRacing, no Call of Duty stuff, but this is this is for you guys, okay? I want to start by saying none of this is financial advice. Um, but on September 1st, I kind of got. I don't like saying I got into crypto because people immediately think of like Doge and Ethereum and shit like that. But um, I got opened up to a different space of crypto called DeFi. It's decentralized finance. And there's these certain protocols, we'll call them yield farms, whatever. Um, and it's called DeFi 2.0 technically, is what I like to call it. Um, but I got into it with a little bit of money left from GameStop, and I've made a little bit of money since then. Now, like I said, none of this is financial advice. I'm not saying you're gonna even make money here. I have lost a lot of money this week, so it's a good time to buy. No, the market as a whole is down, and that's crypto. That's what happens. If you're not willing to lose money, I mean, just turn the video off right now. Um, because any crypto at any time can go down 50%. It'd be like that. So I just want to say that. I'm just saying here is how I've made some money, and potentially you could make money too. And if you're interested in that, great. Um, so in decentralized finance, it's decentralized. It's the wild west of crypto. You don't see it on your normal crypto subs. You're not going to find many people talking about it. You're going to find more people that are going to call this stuff a scam and a Ponzi scheme than you are of people that are going to say, yeah, this is cool. Um, but sorry, just making sure my sound is right, which I don't know what we're trying to hear from the fucking screen, so I don't know why I'm worried, but um yeah, this is very, I mean, like I said, all crypto is risky, but this is even maybe a little more riskier, but with the returns that can come from it, it's, I looked at that and I said, well, I'm willing to risk that, you know? Um So this isn't me telling people to buy something, buy one coin or the other. This is just informative video, and I just want to inform everyone about this DeFi 2.0 and this crypto space and what you are able to do in it. So the first one was called Olympus DAO. Okay, a DAO basically means it's like a democracy where everybody can vote to make changes and shit like that. So this was the first one, and this only came along in April 1st, I believe, but they were the very first to do this. And ever since then, there's been many, 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 many other, they're called forks, where it's, because this is an open source code. So anybody can change a couple words in it, and they can say, hey, look what we have now. We have Hylomaniac DAO. Come buy our thing, earn these rewards, and they could rug pull you. It could happen. It has happened in the sector. It hasn't personally happened to me yet. I thought it did once, maybe twice. But there's been so many of these forks since then. So I'll link some videos and shit down below explaining actually what DeFi is and how Olympus DAO works, because this is the biggest one. This is the Bitcoin, if you'd say, of this sector. It's the first, it's the biggest. It's been around the longest, it has the most longevity. But basically, you just buy your coin like you would any other coin, and you need other stuff. You need a MetaMask account and shit like that, which, like I said, I can link videos, and that stuff's easy to do. It can take an hour to get it all set up. You might have to wait on Coinbase for like a week to get verified, And honestly, for a lot of people, because I've already tried to tell a lot of people about this, when I first got in, once I saw it was legit, um, you know, and a lot of times the hardest thing for them to do is just get verified on Coinbase and make a MetaMask account because they don't actually want to put in the work, you know. And it's when you think about it, it's not that much work. I'll tell you this. One of my friends got in, Adam, who introduced me to this. He got in like August 14th or 16th. He got in 2 weeks before I did because I looked at it just like everybody else said, and I said, that's too good to be true. Everybody I've showed this to, there's two responses. It's this, that there's no way that's too good to be true. No way is that possible. That's the first response. And the other response is, why the fuck didn't you tell about me this early, David? why did you wait till now to tell me about this? There's two different types of people. But he got in 2 weeks before me with a little bit more money than I did. And it probably cost me, due to compound interest, it probably cost me 6 figures. I'd probably have that much more money from that just getting in 2 weeks earlier. But it's not, they always say time in the market is better than time in the market. But for sure in that situation it is. And the whole thing with this is that, this isn't just like another coin where you're waiting. It's not a Dogecoin. You're waiting for hype to get around it or someone to tweet about it to get, to just pump it up. It's not like a stock. You're not waiting for earnings to come through. It is you earn interest by staking. What you do when you stake, you get the coin. It's like this, and you get staked ohm then instead. And what you do, if you see this timer up here, it says 3 hours and 46 minutes till the next rebase. So those rebases happen 3 times a day, every 8 hours approximately. Those rebases happen. And then if you look down here, it'll say your next reward yield. And that's what you get. So you get 0.38% of your money, which doesn't seem like a lot. You multiply this by 3, you're making about 1% of your money a day. Okay, a good trader can do 2% a day. Okay, and this will get you 1% if the price of it just stays flat. And honestly, that's the goal of a lot of these things, especially Olympus. Their goal is eventually become a stable coin, and it's a whole other conversation. But your 5-day ROI, which is your rate of interest, is 6%. That means in 5 days, you're going to make 6% of your money. So in a week, in 7 days, you'll probably make almost 8%. And like I said, that's by doing nothing. All you do is stake and you get rewards. It gives you a little more. It doesn't give you actual money. It gives you a little bit of a coin. Okay, so if I had some staked, if I had 1, it would give me like 0.03 of a coin then I have 1.03 of a coin. And then the next rebase in 8 hours, it's going to give me this same reward, and it'll be a little bit more. And then it just keeps compounding and compounding and compounding. I like to say 1 + 1 = 3 with compound interest. Okay? So that is essentially how they all work. And they're all all the websites, like I said, they're all forks. They all just kind of look like this, where you get your money. You got to do a couple certain other little things. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just talking about how these work. But you just basically compound. It's just that you just earn interest on your, you earn money in a bank. You get 0.001 a month or some shit on whatever's in your savings account. Well, here you get 10 times that in 1 day, essentially. Like I said, with the price doing nothing. Then here is just, if you go to dexscreener.com, they got what I use right now to look at a lot of the coins. But here are all of the coins I've either been in or been interested in, because like I said, these are all forks. They are all copies of the original Olympus DAO that all popped up. Okay, the next biggest one is Time Wonderland, and that didn't start until September 1st. So that is just over 2 months old, which is a very, very short lifespan. And a lot of these, less than that. A lot of these were all in November. They were just created. They have insanely high APYs. Now, see, the APY, which is annual percentage yield is 6,900 right now on Ohm, which is actually one of the lower APYs in this sector. But basically that means if everything stayed the same, if the price didn't move, the current price of Ohm right now is $492. If the price stayed the same and the APY stayed the same and the rewards stayed the same, that means in 1 year, without the price moving at all, you would make 6,900% of your money. So it's basically making 600 times your money back in 1 year. Now, that is not going to happen. That will not happen. I will tell you that. But that's not to say you like see the reason. Let's go back to the dashboard. So this is the runway available, and that means for 300 days right now with the treasury balance they have, and that the price of whatever, and if this many people are staked, they can pay out rewards for 300 more days at this current APY percentage. That's why you see 80% of people, 88% are staked in it. And it all talks about treasury assets and blah, blah, blah. It's people always ask, well, where does the money come from? And like I said, I'll link videos for all that shit because other people can do a way better job of explaining it than I can. I can't even explain it to myself half the time. But they don't have the little chart that I wanted. Why is there a British flag here, dude? Oh, I guess they added languages. But essentially this APY is going to keep coming down. Sort of for everything, for every project, slowly. Nobody knows how long this stuff is going to last. So the way I look at it is, okay, well, I'm going to take it. That's what everyone says. Well, that's the other thing, like you see in these crypto subreddits when you do bring this stuff up. They just go, that can't last forever. Well, honestly, nobody knows. I mean, it won't, but I don't know how. Maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's 1 more month, maybe it crashes next week. I don't know. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to take advantage of it right now. You can sit there and say, well, it's not going to last forever, but I'm going to sit here and make money for 6 more months, or try to make money for 6 more months. So there's a lot of doubters about it, in which, like I said, everything, it's crypto, dude. Everything is a first time, especially with this DeFi 2.0 stuff. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody is going to know how long these APYs, because this used to be 18,000, used to be 80,000, and then they gradually brought it down as the supply goes up. And once this supply of Ohm specifically hits 10 billion or million, whatever it is, that APY is going to go lower. Like I said, these are a lot of the others. I said the next big one was Time Wonderland. We'll bring up a daily chart. And look, what the hell? You see, yeah. That's what's happened today. Ignore that fucking candle. This is the chart. That's how short this shit has been around. Okay, no, they don't go back past October. So they just got on deck stringer in October. Okay. Because I think Time started on September 1st. But yeah, it was, and you don't have to buy a whole coin at all, because this one, the coin was up to 9,000, but it has a higher reward daily than Ohm. There's another one, and like I said, it's been on a pretty major downtrend right now, so not a bad time to buy in, honestly. I haven't sold any of mine. I've just been holding because I believe in that compound interest. I'm like, all right, in a month, we're going to be back all square right where we are. That's what I choose to believe. That's what I tell myself. Who the hell knows what's going to happen, like I said. That's Time Wonderland. That's like the Ethereum. That's the second biggest, but it has, instead of a 6,000 APY, it's got a 60,000 APY. So theoretically, in a year, you'd make 6,000 times your money back, which, like I said, isn't very sustainable. How long is it? The APY is going to stay this high? Don't know. But so here's the full Ohm chart, and you see right now it's at $492. first came on the scene, jumped to 12,000, huge dip, jumped again, kind of died, came up again. I can tell you, like I said, I got in on September 1st. I can show you the exact day. And yes, I know, I was lucky. This is a very good timing because if you see this, all these green bars, this is on the daily chart. So for like 17 of the first 20 days since I bought, it was always green. Okay, so a ton of my profits, the money I've made was, yes, it was from actual price increases. But as the longer that goes, it became where 30% of my money was just earned interest and 60% was from the money I got in. I should bring up the Doom Analytics page. I might have it right here. Let's see if this is for Ohm. It's not going to have my wallet though, but okay. This is one. But you see here, it says earned Ohm is the yellow, acquired Ohm is the blue. So the blue is what he bought, and then the yellow is the earned Ohm from compound interest. So if you hear, he's got 27, 28, 30%, 31%, 33%. Let's go right here. 34% of his Ohm was just free interest from holding. So he basically made a third of his, he got a third of his profits, if it was profits, depending on the price of it. He bought 10 coins, and now by day whatever, he has 13 coins because all he did was hold on to them and staked. Now I don't know what the value of those coins is after a month, whether it's more or less, but you see how it can work. What I'm trying to say, you basically just earn interest from holding on to it. So there's a bunch of those. And then there's other ones called Strong Block, which was another thing that came out this year. It's a little different. It's a node where you actually you got to buy 10 coins. I think the price of Strong right now is about 480 or 490, 500, somewhere around there. It's the one thing they don't do a very good job of showing this, but okay, 458 because everything's in a downtrend right now. But you need 10 of those coins, and then you can make what's called a node, which is a lot. I mean, it's $4,500. But then you create one node, and you can't get that money back. It's not like with staking. With this, I can put in $10,000, and tomorrow I can take out $10,000. It's fine. But with a node, once you buy a node, you already have it. But what it does is it gives you rewards then over time. Forever, technically. So right then with the strong rewards, it's 0.1 a day. So it basically takes 100 days to double your money. Or in a place like Ohm, it takes like 55, I think it was. In a place like Time, the one I told you before, it's like 40 days. And then some of these other ones, like this one, which was just a meme one, was look at this ROI. Remember the ROI for Ohm? It took 6%. You make 6% of your money in 5 days. Well, on this one, the reward yield is 4% every 8 hours. You can make 4% of your money. 5-day ROI, 85%. And like I said, this is gradually coming down. This figure was over 100% just like a week ago. And it is slowly coming down. But to be able to double your money in 7 days still, with the price just staying doing nothing, is fucking amazing. I'll tell you that. But like I said, it is. This is a meme one, but there's other ones. I think I can pull up LifeDAO right now. Yeah, same thing. 88%. Stake into it. APY is like 14 trillion right here, you see. Which, like I said, the numbers are just, it's stupid when you hear about it. Some people just go, no, that won't work, and it won't. But now the scariest thing is the calculators here, and I'll pull up other ones. But so say I bought just one of these at the current price. Let's say the future price it goes down to $120 from 170. Let's take the first 3 digits off of the APY, and let's say what happens in 14 days. That's 2 weeks. So my initial investment was $170. My current wealth is 170. My rewards though is I'm gonna earn off my one coin I bought. I'm gonna earn 4.6. That means in 2 weeks, my $170 could potentially become $562 with the price going down about 30% and the APY going down. Exactly. It's stupid. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. I don't know how to explain all of it, but it has worked for me. It has worked for other people. It can work for you. I'm not saying it will. I have lost a ton of money in this last week. But if you just trust the process, here's more of these calculators. So here's one for ohm. Like I said, if you stake 1 ohm at the live price in 1 day, you're making $5. You're making $5 every day. Okay, but that's 1 ohm. Let's crank this up to 10. So that's $4,000 about you put in $4,800 you put in at the current price. You're making $57 a day, $416 a week, and in a month you make $2,000. You make half your investment back in the first month with the price doing nothing. We can enter a manual price. Say the price goes up to $600, then these numbers are going to uncheck that. These numbers are going to change a little bit. Now we're making $2,500 a month. Don't pay attention to the year numbers because, like I said, nobody knows how long this is going to be around. Could happen, might not, probably won't. But it's crypto, dude. Everything's a first time. Like I showed you that rug calculator. We have this other one, Snowbank, Heck. Take this. You have 1 Heck. Right now the price is $99. Let's make that 10, or let's make it 5. And like I said, here's your daily ROI. You're making 2.3% a day. I don't know if this rebase rate is accurate. It might be lower. It might be higher. I'll just lower it for shits and giggles. But you're making 2% of your money in a day if the price goes nowhere. Price can go up, price can go down, and these are very volatile. Like I said, you've seen the chart of ohm, went to 1,300. Bunch of people got liquidated. It was down to 800. I remember I had just crossed. I was so happy. It was, maybe this day, I don't know. I had just crossed 100,000 and I was like, sweet. And then I lost half of it in a day. And that happens. That can happen, and it will happen again. But I just held, and guess what? I made 30 grand of it back in the next 2 days, and I was like, cool. And we got back up to that number again. Now, full disclosure, I ended up selling my own right about here just to get into a different project in 800 and something. But from buying in at 400, like I said, those 2 weeks earlier is when my friend really got in, was like in the 200s even. And like I said, just that little bit of price appreciation and then that little bit of compound interest really adds up to me missing out on a lot of money. But I'm not trying to act like you guys are missing out on money, but I am just trying to spread the word of this. I've called it a cheat code. I said I felt like I found a cheat code to life, and I don't know how to tell anybody about it because it seems stupid. It's an actual money printer. It can be, it hasn't been this last week, but you guys can look it up on Twitter. Let me bring up the Green Pills Twitter. I'll leave a link for it, but it's also where I go to find a lot of these passive incomes. I'll leave a link to this, but this guy got me in it. He has guides on how to buy it all and stuff like that. These are all same thing, passive income plays where you can just make money doing nothing. Look, I work at a baseball stadium, so like 8 months out of the year I'm usually there, and then there's an off season. I usually got to find a job in the winter, but this winter I've just been dedicated to the crypto, because I know I can make money here, and I might not even have to go back. Who knows? In 3 months I might not even be going back to the job. But I know I could survive this winter just fine off of just passive income, literally doing nothing, just letting my money sit, gaining interest. Um, but yeah, and then, this isn't even the very updated calculator, but, you got one of this, one of this, one of this, and then it's like, okay, you got 11,000 in, you're making $178 a day, 1,300 a week. If you're just, you got money sitting in the bank, if you have money that if you have $2,000, everyone's like, oh, how much do you need to start? Am I too late? And all this stuff. If you have $2,000 that you have sitting around that you're not going to need, and you're looking to invest it, just take a look at this. Just look up DeFi 2.0. Look at some of these protocols and see if you like about it, what you like about them. If you have any questions, ask me. I'll be free to answer them. I don't know how right my answers are going to be, but I'd be happy to answer them, because this has really unlocked a new potential in my future, which I'm hoping it can for other people. I just want to bring everybody along with me. We're all going to make it, is the saying in crypto. And then look at $7,000 a month. You're almost doubling your money in a month. And like I said, these aren't even the highest protocols. There are ones, like I said, you can double your money in a week theoretically. I like to spread it all out. Most of my money is in time, which is about a 70% ROI. If we go to theirs, 74% monthly ROI. So you're making 70% of your money back if the price just does nothing. Price is going to bounce around a lot, but I just hunker down and kind of hold for most of the time. But yeah, every day, every day there's new projects exactly like Ohm that are just new forks that come out with hundreds of thousands of APY, like LifeDAO, and it's ridiculous. I like I said, it's a cheat code. It seems too good to be true. At first, I didn't like talking about it because I thought, if I talked about it, it doesn't seem real. It's like it will make the imaginary thing, go away. It's called Time Wonderland, like Alice in Wonderland type shit. Yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys because this is what my focus has really been on this last 2 months, and it's kind of, I haven't made life-changing money yet. Take your profits. I haven't taken a ton of profits yet, but it sure has opened my eyes and even, changed my life for the better a little bit. So, yeah, I just want to inform you guys about what we're doing. And like I said, don't look at the yearly stuff. I try, the chart, once everyone sees the charts, they're like, oh, we're like, here's my money, fucking take it, I want that. But don't look at that. I think short term. When I first got in September, and then once I saw it was working in October, I was like, okay, just get me to Christmas, just work till Christmas, get me 2 more months out of this, and then we'll get there. And that's what we're still trying to do. I haven't quite hit my goal yet, especially with this recent pullback, but hey, once Bitcoin drops, everything's going to drop with it too. These don't all follow Bitcoin, which I really like, but if there's fear in the market, there's fear in the market. People are going to take profits, try to buy a dip somewhere else. Shit's going to happen. If you can't stomach that, you see this. You see a lot of red here on these charts in the last 24 hours. If you can't stomach that, that's fine. That's not for you. You guys don't have to get into this. I'm not saying this is going to work. It's worked for me so far. It can work for you. Yeah, so just be smart. Don't ape into shit like an idiot. Don't get scammed. I've lost money doing transactions and shit like that, and I've put money in the shit that I don't even remember where it is anymore. Just don't be an idiot. Keep track of it. And yeah, get something like this where you can view this, and it's just all passive income. All passive income. You just got to pay attention a little bit. You just got to get verified on Coinbase. It's the first thing, hardest thing for everybody to do. But like I said, it's pretty nice. It's been nice. It's crazy. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's crypto, I don't have to know how to explain things. I'm just like, if it's printing, it's printing. Not gonna question it. But yeah, like I said, not financial advice. Do your own research. Be smart. I'm a fucking idiot, and like I said, I've been able to figure this all out and do this. So that should be the number one sign. Anyone that watched any of my other videos on this channel knows I'm a fucking idiot, and I've been able to fucking make this work for me. So it's not too hard, not too complicated, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just informing you guys of this. So gamble responsibly. All right. And, yeah, we're all gonna make it. Peace the fuck out.